Hello, guys. This is Mrs.Z. It's a lesson 19, word problem. It's a grade 5, mission 5, lesson 19. The teacher asked her class to draw parallelograms that are rectangles. So it has to have two parallel pairs. Okay, and then rectangles, they have to have a 90 degrees angles. Okay, that's like when I'm taking off first sentence. Kylie draw figure 1 and Zach draw figure 2. Kylie draw figure 1 and Zach. So this is very important that you label correctly so you can not mix the who and draw what. So Zach did this. Okay. Zach agrees that Kylie has drawn a parallelogram. So he said she has a parallelogram, but says that it's not a rectangle. So is he correct? Is he correct? Is Zach correct? Use properties to justify your answer. So I want to go over these little parts. When you see the line segment like this, so this and this, they are parallel. But when you see these lines, that means this is congruent to this. Congruent means the same. So if we measure, we can see this is about 3.7 centimeters. So 3.7 centimeters, and then the bottom has to be 3.7 centimeters. Also, this one here is parallel to this one, which is also congruent. This is congruent to this. So when I measured this to be 1.4 centimeters, it has to be also 1.4 centimeters over here. 1.4 centimeters. So each of these, this is congruent to this. They are the same. So to be a rectangle, the opposite sides have to be congruent. So these two and the parallel also. So this is congruent to this. That's opposite to each other, and then they are also parallel and congruent. So that is, they also should have these right angles. They make it little teeny tiny right angles, but that's, I'm gonna read. So that is, shows that is, they all have right angle. If I take my ruler, put in a corner, that's perfectly fit. And if you don't have my ruler, you can always take a sticker. Here's right angle right there in the corner. It fits perfectly right angle. So 4 right angles. And then when we look square, this is rectangle. And then this, why he thinks that square is not rectangle. But Zach is wrong, because a square is rectangle. To be rectangle, you need to have 4 right angles. So here are they. A square has it. To be rectangle, you have to have opposite sides the same. So this is side that is opposite to this one, and they are the same like this one and that one. You see, this is the same as this. Okay, if I go opposite also, this side is opposite to this, and it's also congruent. This is congruent to this. They are all congruent, but doesn't matter. For to be rectangle, you need to have two opposite sides congruent. So this is opposite to this, they're congruent. Same in rectangle. This is opposite of this, and they're congruent. This is opposite of this, and they're congruent. This is opposite of this, and they're congruent. So the properties are good. Then if I measure, I could also, because I didn't measure other sides, so I can do measure here as well. So each side is about 1.4 centimeters. So like 1.4 centimeters, they're all around 1.4 centimeters. And then this side is parallel to this, that's parallel pair, and this is parallel to this, and that's parallel pair. So the this is a square, and it's also rectangle. So you can say this is parallelogram, but it's also rectangle. Sorry, okay, and it's also square. So this has a property of square. Square has four sides congruent, four angles congruent, and that is the square, to be square. A rectangle, it has to be opposite sides the same, and or congruent, and four right angles, which is parallelogram. You have to have a two pair of parallel sides. This has a two pair of parallel sides. This is called also parallelogram and rectangle. But this is not a square, because to be square, you have to be rectangle with the four congruent sides. So that would be so we found the answer. I'm going to make it smaller so you can see it. So let's see how we can we use a prop. Is he correct? Okay, so we can say Zach is not correct. Okay. Okay, because Kylie drew a rectangle. Drew rectangle, square is also called a rectangle because it has four right angles and opposite sides opposite side congruent, opposite side same length, opposite side equal length. All right. Okay, let me see if that makes sense. Zach is not correct because Kylie drew rectangle, square, a rectangle, or the rectangle, a rectangle. A square is also called rectangle because it has four right angles and opposite side equal length. Opposite sides, um, sides. Maybe I should put R equal length. So I will add here R. So my language, I hope that makes sense to you. And this was an answer on lesson 19, word problem. It was grade 5, mission 5, lesson 19. Okay. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Bye, guys. Ciao.